Sometimes the pain doesn't come from what was said or done. It comes from being misunderstood in silence. From realizing that staying true to yourself can quietly change how others see you. Even when your intentions were clean, your actions careful, and your heart sincere. This is a reflection for anyone who has been judged, not for wrongdoing, but for choosing themselves. Sometimes the hardest thing to accept isn't rejection, it's misinterpretation. It's realizing that you can move carefully, act with intention, and still be seen in a way that doesn't reflect who you really are. You don't raise your voice. You don't create conflict. You don't hurt anyone on purpose. And yet, the moment you choose a path that doesn't align with what someone else wanted from you, the way they see you changes. Suddenly, you're questioned. Your character feels under scrutiny. Your silence feels louder than anything else you've ever said. This kind of experience lingers because it doesn't come from something you did wrong. It comes from something you didn't do. You didn't comply. You didn't agree. You didn't step into a role that was quietly assigned to you. And for some people, that feels like a personal offense. It's unsettling when you realize how quickly perception can shift. How easily someone can rewrite who you are when expectations go unmet. You start reflecting on your actions, replaying conversations, wondering if you should have explained yourself better or softened your decision. But not every choice requires justification. Some people are comfortable only when outcomes favor them, when access feels guaranteed, when compliance is assumed. When that pattern breaks, discomfort follows. And rather than sitting with that discomfort, some people redirect it, placing blame, creating narratives, assigning faults. Not because you caused harm, but because you interrupted familiarity. This is where self-doubt tries to enter. You may feel the urge to defend yourself, to over-explain, to restore peace by shrinking your needs. But peace built on self-erasing never lasts. You are allowed to make decisions that honor your limits. You are allowed to choose what feels aligned without seeking approval. You are allowed to step back without becoming the villain in someone else's story. Being misunderstood does not mean you lack clarity. Being judged does not mean you lack integrity. it often means you've stopped negotiating your boundaries. And that can feel threatening to people who benefited from your silence. If you're carrying the weight of being labeled unfairly, listen closely. Ask yourself, did I act with care? Did I stay true to myself? Did I make a decision rooted in honesty? If the answer is yes, then you don't owe anyone discomfort disguised as explanation. Some people will never acknowledge the effort it took for you to choose yourself, because doing so would require them to confront their expectations. Let that be their work. Your responsibility is not to be universally understood. Your responsibility is to live in alignment with who you are becoming. And sometimes growth looks like standing quietly in your decision while others struggle to accept it. That doesn't make you cold. It doesn't make you wrong. It means you're no longer losing yourself for approval. Over time, the noise will fade. The people who respect you adjust. The ones who don't slowly lose influence over your inner world. And what remains is something steady. A sense of self that no longer shifts based on someone else's disappointment. You don't need to be seen as good by everyone. You need to be at peace with yourself. And that kind of peace is built when you stop acting and start honoring your own truth. If this reflection resonated, let it sit with you. Not everything requires resolution. Not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Sometimes the quiet strength is in continuing forward, grounded, self-trusting, and unchanged by narratives that were never yours to carry. You did not lose yourself. You found yourself. And that matters. Together, let's move from doubt to power, one story at a time.